tutorials. My beloved students of Standard 9th, today I am going to start a new chapter for you, that is Heron's formula. So we will study this chapter. Okay, see. Heron's formula. Before that, we will discuss few basic. You know how to find the area of a triangle. If you want to find area of any triangle, this is a symbol we use for triangle. So you know that. For example, see, this is a triangle ABC. You know area of a triangle is half into base into altitude. So here, if you consider this BC as a base, and I have drawn an altitude from vertex A on BC. Suppose this is M. So base, if you have base, that is half into base. Here base is BC and corresponding altitude of base BC is AM into A. So if you have this base, if you have measure of this altitude, then easily you can find the area of a triangle. So in short, in order to find area of any triangle, you require base and you require its corresponding altitude. Okay. Now, if it is a right angle triangle, so area of right triangle. See, this is right triangle. So if I consider BC as a base, then its corresponding altitude is AB. Or we can say in short, the area of right triangle is half into product. Product means multiplication. Product of sides containing right angle. Containing right angle. So here half. Which are the two sides containing right angle? This. So one side is AB and other side is BC. So these two sides contain a right angle. So we can say the area of right angle triangle is half into product of sides containing right angle. See these two sides, BC and AB. BC is the base and its corresponding altitude is AB. So we can say half into base BC into AB or AB into BC. Okay. Next, you might be knowing that area of parallelogram. See, this is parallelogram. Suppose A, B, C, D. So area of parallelogram is nothing but see, this is base and corresponding altitude. BC is the base, its corresponding altitude is AM. So area of parallelogram is nothing but base into altitude, corresponding altitude. Okay, here altitude means corresponding altitude. So base is BC and altitude is AM. So in this way we can find area of a triangle. So one thing is clear that in order to find area of triangle you require two things. One is base and one is corresponding altitude. Okay, now we'll go further. See now. And if you want to find here, if I take equilateral triangles here. Before that, you know Pythagoras. We have learned in lower standard. See, this is right angle triangle. Here we have measures of three sides. And if any two sides is given, you can find the third side by Pythagoras. See, what is Pythagoras? In a right triangle, square of hypotenuse. Square of hypotenuse. We have discussed here Pythagoras. In right angle triangle, hypotenuse is the biggest side. Now, what is Pythagoras theorem? Square of measures of hypotenuse is equals to sum of the squares of other two sides. That is square of hypotenuse. So I can say hypotenuse is AC. So square of hypotenuse, AC square, is equals to sum of the square of other two sides. So that is AB square plus BC square. So why we use this Pythagoras? In order to find measure of any one side, if other two sides are given, we use Pythagoras. For example, if AB is given and BC is given, you can find AC. Or if AC is given and AB is given, then you can find BC. Means in short, if any two sides are given, you can find the remaining third side by using Pythagoras. Okay, and one more thing, you know, this is right angle, side opposite to right angle is called hypotenuse. So square of hypotenuse AC square is equals to sum of the square of other two sides. Okay, okay, so this is the basic. Now, just a minute. So now we'll discuss equilateral triangle. Now you want to find area of equilateral triangle. You know that in equilateral triangle, measures of all three sides are equal. See here, I will draw. This is equilateral triangle. A, B, C. And this is 10. For example, this is 10. So naturally, this is also 10 centimeter. Measures of three sides of a triangle is equal. And here you want to find area. So I told you, if you want to find area, you require two things. One is base, another its corresponding altitude. So if we consider this BC as a base, then its corresponding altitude is this AM altitude. So we don't have altitude. So we want to find altitude. See, you will learn in the previous chapters of 9th standard congruency of triangle, that we'll discuss later. But one thing I want to make you clear in this chapter, in equilateral triangle, from any vertex, if you draw an altitude on opposite side, it will divide the opposite side into 2 equal half. In short, if you draw altitude AM is perpendicular to BC, then M is the midpoint of BC. This is 10, so this will be BM will be 5 and MC also will be 5. Always. Why? That we will discuss in the previous chapter. We will prove these two triangles congruent, then you can say M is the midpoint. That we will discuss in the previous chapter. But remember one thing, in equilateral triangle, from any vertex, if you draw an altitude on opposite side, it will divide the opposite side into 2 equal half. Now therefore BM will be 5 and this MC also will be 5. Now you concentrate here on these triangles. We got this triangle AMB. Okay. So this is 90 degree. So it is a right angle triangle. We have AB, we have BM. So we have two sides. So we can find the third side AM by Pythagoras. And AM is nothing but it is altitude. So you have altitude, you have base. So you can find the area. Okay. See that. So I can say let AM perpendicular to BC. So therefore BM is equals to MC and that is equals to half of BC, 5. So now in triangle AMB, angle M is equals to 90 degree. So it is a right angle triangle. So you can apply Pythagoras. So we will apply Pythagoras here. How? So I can write this way, AM square plus BM square is equals to square of hypotenuse. This is 90 degree. So opposite side AB is hypotenuse. Is equals to AB square. So AM square plus BM is 5. So 5 square. AB is 10 square. So AM square plus 25 is equals to 100. So AM square is equals to 100 minus 25. So AM square is equals to 75. So AM is equals to root 75. So AM is equals to root 75. I will split this term. 25 3s are 75. So root 25. You know it is 5. The remaining is root 3. So we got AM is equals to 5 root 3. So what we got? We got altitude. And we have base. So naturally you can find area. So now area of triangle ABC is equals to half into base. Base is BC into altitude is AM. So that is equals to half into BC. BC is how much? 10. Altitude AM is 5 root 3. 2 cancel here, 10 is 5, 10. 5 5s are 25 root 3 centimeter square. Suppose we say this is centimeter. So now we got area of equilateral triangle is 25 root 3 centimeters square. So how we find out this? I told you it is equilateral triangle. So measure of all three sides are equal. We have base, we don't have altitude, so we have to find altitude. I told you in equilateral triangle from any vertex, if you draw an altitude, it will bisect the opposite side, divide into two equal halves. So now this is the right angle triangle. We have measure of two sides. So by using Pythagoras, we can find the third side, that is AM, that is altitude. So we got here altitude. We have base, we got altitude. So we can find area. Have you got it? So this is about equilateral triangle. Now similarly, we can find area of an isosceles triangle. See, now for isosceles triangle. See, isosceles triangle means you might be knowing that any two sides are equal. See, A, B, C. These two sides are equal. And you want to find area. Here measures of all three sides are given. Okay. So we'll take here, see, this is 5 centimeter, we'll take, this is also 5, and this will take 8 centimeter. So measure of three sides is given, altitude is not given. You want to find area. So you know that without altitude we are not able to find area. So first we want to find altitude. So okay, see I am drawing an altitude from vertex A on, this is an altitude. See one thing you see here. Here altitude is drawn on unequal side. These two sides are equal. This is unequal side. BC is 8, whereas this two AB and AC is 5 centimeter. They are equal side. Here altitude is drawn on unequal side. So here also I told you the altitude drawn on unequal side will bisect this unequal side, divide into two equal half. What are the reason, mathematical reason, that we'll discuss in previous chapters. Okay, just now you remember this altitude will divide unequal side into two equal half. So this is 8, so this will be 4. Now you consider this triangle AMB, it is a right angle triangle. We have two sides, AB5, BM4. We don't have AM, altitude. So by using Pythagoras you can find the remaining third side. Okay, so now here let AM perpendicular to BC. So therefore, in triangle AMB, angle M is equals to 90 degree. So it is right angle triangle. So we can apply Pythagoras. You know that Pythagoras is applied only in right angle triangle. Okay, now see. What we write? AM square plus BM square is equals to AB square. We don't have AM, we have BM, we have AM. So from these three we have two sides. So you can find the remaining missing side. Okay. Now AM square, BM is 4. So 4 square, here it is 5. AM square, 4 square 16, 5 square 25. AM square is equals to 25 minus 16. So AM square equal to 9. So AM is equals to 3 centimeter. So what you got? You got altitude. You have base. So you can find area. Now area of triangle ABC, half into base. Base is BC. Corresponding altitude is AM. So half into base 8, altitude 3. 2 1s are 4s are 4 3s are 12 centimeter square. So area of this triangle ABC is 12 centimeter square. So in this way, you can find area of equilateral triangle and isosceles triangle when measures of three sides are given and altitude is not given. Clear? See, just remember here, area of equilateral triangle is how much? 25 root 3. That we'll discuss later. See now. Is it clear? See, I will rub this time. Okay? So now, you are able to find area of equilateral triangle when measures of three sides are given. You are able to find area of isosceles triangle when measures of three sides are given. Now we will find area of scalene triangle when all three sides are given. Okay, see, we'll take scalene triangle. You know what is scalene triangle? No two sides are equal. Okay? This is scalene triangle. You take measures 13, 14, 15, whatever. 13 centimeter, 14 centimeter, 15 centimeter. So now what we have to find out, as we have seen in equilateral triangle and isosceles triangle, we found altitude. So we'll try here also to find altitude. Now from vertex A, I will draw perpendicular on BC. But unlike equilateral triangle and isosceles triangle, altitude from this vertex A on BC will not bisect BC. It will not divide this BC into two equal halves. See, this BM is smaller, MC is bigger. So we don't know how much is this BM. We don't know how much this BM and how much this MC. Why? Because this M is not the midpoint. In this case, we have seen that altitude which is drawn will bisect BC. This is 10, so this will be 5, this will be 5. Same thing we have seen in the case of isosceles triangle, you know that. This we have seen. Okay, 5, 5. We have drawn an altitude here. M. This was 8. So it will bisect this BC. So this 2 was equal. This was 4, this was 4. So we were able to find BM. Here we were able to find BM, but here we are not able to find BM because M is not the midpoint. So if you are not able to find this BM, here in this triangle, you can't apply Pythagoras. Why? Because you know Pythagoras is AM square plus BM square is equals to AB square. We don't have AM, we don't have BM. We have only AB. So two things are unknown. So we will not be able to find this. Okay, so we are not able to find altitude. And if we are not able to find altitude, we are not able to find area. Because area is half into base into altitude. Half into area. Half into base into altitude. We have base. Okay. But 14 centimeter, but we don't have altitude. So we will not be able to find this area. Clear? So there is a confusion. Now how to find area of this scalene triangle? So answer to this confusion was given by a mathematician who was born in Egypt in 10 AD, nearly about I can say 2000 years before. He found the area of this scalene triangle. When measures of three sides are given, we don't have altitude. So how to find area? That was a confusion. So he found a solution. There was a limitation. An answer to this limitation was given by a mathematician called Heron's. And he gave the formula to find the area, and that formula is, here see, area when measures of three sides are given is under root of S into S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. Okay, question arises. What are these A, B, C? So here, A, B, C are measures of three sides. 3 sides of triangle. See 13, 15, 14. We have 3 sides. So A, B, C are measures of 3 sides. What is this S? S is semi-perimeter. What it is? Semi means half. Perimeter, half of the perimeter. You know what is perimeter? Perimeter of a triangle is nothing but it is the sum of all 3 sides. So here one side is A, B and C. These are the 3 sides. And if you want to find perimeter, how you can do perimeter? A plus B plus C. This is perimeter. But you want semi. Semi means half. So you will divide by 2. So this is semi-perimeter. So perimeter will be A plus B plus C. And the semi-perimeter is denoted by S. S is equals to A plus B plus C by 2. This S is semi-perimeter. A, B, C are measures of 3 sides of a triangle. Okay, so semi-perimeter. Perimeter means A plus B plus C is equals to 2 will here, 2S. So perimeter will be 2 into S, 2S, and that is equals to A plus B plus C. We know that perimeter is sum of 3 sides and it is denoted by 2S. And S is semi-perimeter. So this was the formula given by Heron's, and this formula is known as Hero's formula. What is known as? Hero's formula. Hero's. So have you got it? In this way, we can find area of a triangle when altitude is not given and measures of 3 sides are given. Have you got it? Now we'll see. Okay, so I got this. Okay, now we'll come back to this equilateral triangle. You know that if 3 sides are given, you can find the altitude. How? You will draw a perpendicular, it will bisect this opposite side BC, this is 10, so you will get 5. You have 2 sides, you will use Pythagoras and you will find this altitude AM, and once you got altitude, you have base. By using this local formula, you can find area. Okay, now we'll try to solve area of this equilateral triangle without finding altitude, that is by using Heron's formula. Okay, see, we'll compare this. Now here, A, B, C, all these are equal. Why? It is equilateral triangle, no? So that is equals to 10 centimeter. So we got A, B, C. Now we will find S. S is semi-perimeter. Semi-perimeter. S is equals to A plus B plus C by 2. So that is equals to 10 plus 10 plus 10 by 2. 30 by 2. So that is equals to 15. Semi-perimeter is 15. Now I'll substitute this value here. So what we will get? See here. S is 15. S 15 minus A is 10. 15 minus B is 10. 15 minus C is 10. So here 15 into 15 minus 10, 5. 15 minus 10, 5. 15 minus 10, 5. See, how to find the root? See, if you multiply all this, you will get a number and you have to find the root. That will be little bit time consuming. So what you have to do, you have to find the factors of this bigger number. For example, 15. So you know the factors of 15 is 3 into 5, 15. This will write as it is 5, this as it is 5, this as it is 5. Now you know this 2 5, so I can write 1 5 here. Why? Because 5 5s are 25 and root of 25 is 5. So in root, if you have 2, this way, like see 5 into 5, no? See 5 into 5. So I can write this here 5 square. And 5 square means 25. This root will get cancelled. 5. Always we see if there is square and root will get cancelled. And what is left? 5. So answer will be 5. Or in other way, 5 5s are 25. Root 25. Root 25 is 5. So whenever there is a pair 5 into 5, you take 1 outside. Here also 5 into 5, 25. So root will be 5. What is left? Root 3. So 5 5s are 25 root 3 centimeter square is the area of equilateral triangle. See here, area of triangle was 25 root 3 centimeter. By finding altitude, we have found the area. Here by using Heron's formula, we found the area 25 root 3 centimeter square. Both are same. Similarly, you can find area of isosceles triangle. We have done previously. It was 12 centimeter square. Same by using Heron's formula, you can find the area of isosceles triangle. So in short, what I want to tell you is, when measure of three sides is given, in case of equilateral and isosceles, you can find altitude and you can find the area. But if it is scalene triangle, it is difficult to find altitude. So we can't find the area by using this formula, half into base into altitude. So there is no other alternative left. You have to use Heron's. So Heron's formula can be used when measures of three sides are given and altitude is not given. That is the moral of the story. Clear? Okay, we will try few problems of your exercise. I hope you understood this. Clear? I will rub this. See, we will discuss one problem. See, I will give you one assignment. This will be our assignment. You will get the PDF copy. All the problems of R.D. Sharma are included here. So we will solve this assignment. So your complete R.D. will get solved. Okay? See. Now I will discuss one problem. See here. Assignment. Classwork. Question number 1. Exercise 12.1. Assignment exercise 12.1, classwork question 1. So you have to find area of triangle. Find area of triangle whose sides are 13, 14 and 15. That we have discussed here, scalene triangle. Okay? So it is scalene triangle. Naturally, you are not able to find altitude at all in case of scalene triangle. So we have no other alternative left. We have to use only Heron's formula. Okay. So I will write, let one side A is equals to 13, B is equals to 14, C is equals to 15 centimeter. And you know the formula to find. You have formula, area is equals to under root of S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. So you will find first semi-perimeter. So you have to find semi-perimeter. Semi-perimeter S is equals to A plus B plus C by 2. Clear? So now you know that A is equals to 13, B is equals to 15, C is equals to 15. So S is equals to 13 plus 14 plus 15 divided by 2. So that is equals to 5 plus 4, 9. 9 plus 3, 12. 2 carry 1. 42 upon 2. So that is equals to 21. So we got S. We have A, B, C. So all the values we have. So nothing you have to do. Just substitute in given formula. So now, simple S. S is how much? 21. So I will write here 21. 21 minus A. A is 13. 21 minus B. B is 14. 21 minus C. C is 15. Clear? So now, 21 minus 13. How much you will get? 8. 21 minus 14. 7. Here, 6. Now, you can solve this by two ways. I told you, you multiply all this number, you will get a bigger number, you find the root. But I told you that the easy way is you will split this factor. 21. Factors of 21 is 3 into 7. Factors of 8. So 8 I can write 4 into 2. 7 is a prime number. 6, 3 into 2. Now you have to find a pair, make a pair. See here, 3, 3. 3 3s are 9. 9. So root of 9 is 3. Then this 7, 7. So you can write into 7. Root 4 is 2. Now this 2 you got, this 2. So 2. 7 3s are 21. 21 2s are 42. 42 2s are 84 centimeters square. So this is the area of scalene triangle. Here we will not be able to find, see this scalene triangle, 13, 14, 15. You will not be able to find altitude. Why? Because this is not a midpoint. This is not a midpoint of BC. So you will not be able to find altitude. So you will not be able to use the formula half into base into altitude. So you have to use Heron's. So one thing what you have to keep in your mind is Heron's can be used when you have all three sides. That's all. Clear? Shall I have this problem? So this is the first problem of your assignment. Now we'll discuss one more problem. Question number 2. What it says, find area of triangle whose two sides are 8 centimeter, 11 centimeter and perimeter is 32. Here perimeter is given. See, we have one triangle. This is triangle. Two sides are given, 8 and 11. So I can say 8 and 11. Third side is not given, but here perimeter is given. See now, let I can say two sides. A is equals to 8 centimeter, B is equals to 11 centimeter, C we don't have, let it be question mark. But what we have perimeter. So perimeter means how much it is? 32 centimeter. Perimeter means sum of all the three sides. So sum of all the three sides is 32. So now 11 plus 8, 90. From 32, if you subtract 90, you will get the third side. 30. Easy. But see, perimeter is 32 centimeter. Perimeter means sum of all the three sides. So I can say A plus B plus C is equals to 32. We have A, 8. We have B, 11. We don't have C, is equals to 32. 8 plus 19 plus C is equals to 32. So C is equals to 32 minus 90. So C is equals to 30. I told you, no, you have 8 and 11 and you have perimeter. Perimeter is 32. So from 32, what you have to subtract? 8 plus 11, 19. From 32 minus 19, so answer will be 30. The third side is 30. Simple. So now, you got all three sides. Now you have to find area. So Heron's formula. So now required area is equals to under root of S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. So S is semi-perimeter. Here perimeter is 32. So semi-perimeter means half. So when perimeter is 32, semi-perimeter will be 60. So if you want to find, you can write here semi-perimeter S is equals to half of perimeter. So 32 upon 2, that is equals to 68 centimeter. Okay. So now we will find area. See. S is how much? 16. 16 minus A is 8. 16 minus B is 11. 16 minus C is 30. Under root of 16 minus 8, 16 minus 11, so 5, 16 minus 13, 3. So now, you know root 16 is 4. Direct. So 16 I can write as it is. Why? Because it is a perfect square. Okay. 8. 4 2s are I can write. Here it is 5, here it is 3. So root 64, root 4, so I can write 2. Okay, what is left? 5 2s are 10, 10 3s are 30. You can't find the root of 5, 3 and 2. So you multiply that into root. 2 5s are 10, 10 3s are 30. So 4 2s are 8 root 30 centimeters square. So friends, we have completed our first lecture of standard 9th. So now I have few instructions to give you. First thing, you have to repeatedly watch your videos. Try to understand the theories, try to evaluate the theories. Repeatedly you watch the videos and make your sense totally clear. Second thing, you have to make proper notes in classwork. Note down all the theories, note down all the problems in your classworks. Third thing is that you have to use good quality of headphones so that whatever the problems you have in audio can be avoided. And the last thing, while watching this video, if you find any queries, you please feel free to call us. We are here to solve your each and every problems. Okay, so you have to follow this instruction and repeatedly watch your video. Okay, till now, goodbye, good luck.